Hey y'all, it's Dawn, and I'm so glad you're back. I've got another fun, budget-friendly DIY video for you today. What do you do with a rusty bed spring and a Dollar Tree bell? You make a large jingle bell. As you know, I have a ton of these bed springs, and I found this large Dollar Tree bell in my stash from last year. The bell was shiny, so I painted it with Waverly white chalk paint to get rid of the shine. And then decided to add a little white paint to the bed spring too. This is so they would match and look like they actually went together. I did a fairly messy paint job on the bed spring. I still wanted it to look rustic and farmhouse. And since the bed spring had some rust showing, I used folk art burnt umber to rust up the bell. I used a piece of twine to attach the bell to the bed spring. I bunched up some of this ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby and placed a zip tie in the middle to create a bow. I used more of the ribbon to create tails for the bow. I wasn't really worried about how the center of the bow looked because I'm going to attach various Christmas greenery, berries, and a pine cone to the center of the bow. I hot glued everything into place. And then hot glued the bow onto the jingle bell. I attached another piece of twine to the top of the bed spring so the jingle bell could be hung up. This project actually turned out better than I was expecting. It's so rustic and farmhouse. I just love it. I think it is so stinking cute. If you want to try this project for yourself and you don't have any bed springs, you'll find a link in the description where you can go and purchase some. Let me know in the comments if you'll be trying this Jingle Bell DIY for yourself. And I have to say, this is one of the easiest DIYs I've ever done. I used some bells out of a pack I got from Walmart and some 20 gauge jewelry wire to make a cute little jingle bell wreath. I strung the bells onto the jewelry wire. And then made a circle, cut the wire, and twisted it to secure it. I placed a piece of twine around the top of the jingle bell wreath so it could be hung up on a Christmas tree. Now for the hard part. I had the hardest time trying to figure out what ribbon to use for the bow. After several attempts, I decided to go with red raffia. I tied the raffia into a bow and attached it to the Jingle Bell wreath. And just look at how stinking cute it turned out. Today's video is part of the Jingle All the Way collab with my friend Chantel over at Crafty Hints and Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY. I'll leave links to both of their amazing channels along with a link to this playlist in the description. If you love Jingle Bells, make sure to check out the playlist. I have a box full of old bed springs that I removed from an old box spring back in the spring. I decided to try to make a small Christmas tree out of one of these. I used a 20 gauge jewelry wire to attach some jingle bells to the tree. I cut the wire long enough so I could wrap it around the bed spring a couple of times to hold the jingle bells on, and used a pair of pliers to secure them. I placed the jingle bells sporadically around the bed spring. When I was finished attaching the jingle bells, I thought it needed something else. I had some Dollar Tree berry garland and wrapped it around the bed spring. Now it's starting to look more like what I have in mind. I had a few of these old rusty stars in my stash and thought they would be cute at the top of the tree. I glued 2 of the stars together with hot glue and then lightly brushed over the star with Waverly white chalk paint. And attached the star by wrapping some of the berry garland around it. I also added a string of Dollar Tree lights to give a little something extra to my tree. I love how this bedspring Christmas tree turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Happy crafting!